Hi everyone! Welcome back to week 7 of Little Mavs. We are so happy to see you back here for our second to last week of Little Mavs for the spring.
Last week was all about play. We sure did enjoy a lot of time playing our favorite games and sports. This week, we get down to business with our job-related activities.
All right, Little Mavs, are you ready to get to work today?
Whoa, hold up, Carissa. Did you forget we need to learn our word of the day today?
Oh, that's right. I just got so excited to learn all about the different jobs there are out there.
I know what you mean. I'm really excited to learn what the day in a life as a rock star is going to be like.
Me too, Eileen. Hey, Little Mavs, do you remember what I said I want to be when I grow up? That's right, it's a doctor.
What if we could talk about what we wanted to do at work without using our voices? Okay, Little Mavs, this week's sign is work. Start out by making 2 fists. We're going to take one of our arms and put it sideways and raise our other arm, and we're going to hit the bottom of our palm right here to the top of our wrist right here. So like this. Almost think of it as a hammer. Okay, Little Mavs, let's practice together. Ready? We make our fist, turn our arm to the side, and hit the bottom of our palm to the top of our wrist. Ready? Great job. See, now we're saying the ASL word for work.
Terrific job, Little Mavs.
How about we start off today by warming up for our work? Let's go. Hi, Little Mavs. You know, before I go into work, I like to do a quick warm-up at home.
Why do you do that, Eileen?
Well, it allows me to get ready for a long day at work.
That's a great idea. Can you show me how?
For sure. In fact, let's do my favorite warm-up, Simon Says. Okay, time to start off with our game of Simon Says. Our first move, we're going to be marching, but make sure you get your knees as high up as you can. Ready? Simon says, march. Keep marching. Stop.
Oh, man.
It's okay, Carissa. Let's try again with a different move. Now, we're going to skip in place. Are you ready, Little Mouse? Ready? Simon says, skip. High knees. Oh, good job, Little Mavs. That's right, Simon didn't say. Simon says, stop. Whew, that's a lot of skipping. Now, we're gonna stretch our legs. Simon says, touch your toes. Ready? Lean over and touch your toes. Touch, 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 touch. Come back up. Whoop. That's right, Simon didn't say. Simon says, reach up for the sky high, wiggle your fingers, try and touch the clouds. Simon says, stop. Great job. Our next move, Simon says, do a windmill. Ready? You're gonna move your arms back and forth in big circles. Woo! Do you feel all that wind we're generating? Simon says, stop. Good job, Little Mavs. Simon says, let's do 10 calf raises. Ready? Hands on your hips. And we're gonna reach up to our tippy toes and then come down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job, Little Mavs. Simon says, stop. For our very last activity, Simon says, balance on one foot and hold your arms out to the side. How long can you hold this pose for? Let's try for 5 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Simon says, put your legs down. Whew! I feel all warmed up today. What about you, Carissa?
I do too. let's go get ready for work. Thanks for playing that fun game of Simon Says with us, Little Mavs. You all did great. Now let's get into our first activity for the day.
Before we get to work, let's learn a good way to handle all of our emotions that can come up while on the job. Now to Katya and Hannah to see how they tackle this challenge.
You know, even though I love my job, sometimes it could get pretty stressful.
I have an idea that can help with that. Whenever I get stressed, I like to squeeze things really tight in order to relieve some tension.
That's a great idea. Why don't we make a stress ball to do just that?
What you will need is some sand, a piece of paper to make a funnel, markers to draw your smiley face on the stress ball, and some balloons.
Okay, Little Mavs, our next step is to make a funnel. What you'll need is a paper and some tape to connect the funnel together. To begin, with your paper, you'll start on one side of the corner, and then you'll roll it in tightly, as tight as you can. So you're going from corner to corner. There we go, Little Mouse. And do you see this open spot right here? We're gonna tape it together so it'll be connected whenever we do our next step. And there we have it, Little Mouse. We have our funnel. Good job. Okay, Little Mouse. Our next step is to fill our balloon with sand to make our stress ball. Katya and I are going to use spoons to scoop the sand into our funnels. Make sure to have an adult nearby to help you with this step. Let's count how many scoops of sand we put in the balloon.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Good job, Little Mavs. That's as much sand as it fits in my balloon, but you can keep going if you still need more sand. Here is our final product, Little Mavs, and then what you're going to want to do next is have an adult nearby if you'd like and ask them if they could please help you tie a knot around the top of the balloon.
Okay, Little Mouse, so here's our stress ball. Now what we're gonna do is to make a smiley face on our balloon, so Katya and I are going to do just that. Make a little smiley face. And there we go. It makes me happy now. I hope you're happy too.
Great job, Little Mavs. I hope you guys are all stress-free now and ready to enjoy what we have planned next.
See you next time.
Bye.
Those stress balls looked great, Little Mavs. Now you can bring them with you and squeeze them whenever you're feeling overwhelmed.
Now that we're ready to face the day, let's go get dressed up nice for work.
Hey everyone, it's time to get dressed for work. Little Mavs, what do you want to be when you grow up? Wow, that sounds so cool. When I was younger, I wanted to be a scientist. For this activity, you will need a button-up shirt like this one. First, let's learn how to properly button and unbutton our shirts. To button up our shirts, we're first going to find the button on one side of the shirt. You're going to grasp it with your index finger and your thumb, like this. Then, directly across from the button should be the buttonhole. You're going to pick up the other side of the shirt and overlap it on top of the button. Next, you're going to push the button through the hole, and you should see it on the other side. Let's button a couple more times. Grab the next button with your thumb and pointer finger. Grab the other side of the shirt. Layer it on top. And slip the button through. Let's do it one more time. Index and thumb. Grab the other side. Place it over the button. And slip the button through. If you need to take more time to finish buttoning your shirt, do so now. Now we are going to learn to unbutton. To unbutton, you want to take both sides of the shirt, grasp the button with your thumb and index finger, and then slip it back through the hole. Just like that. Let's practice again. Grab it with your thumb and index finger, lift the hole up over the button, and slip it back through. All right, and one last time. Grab the button with your index and thumb, slip the hole over the button, and pull it through. Great job, Little Mavs. I think we're ready to get dressed for work. To start buttoning our shirts, you're gonna first wanna put on your work shirt, just like me. Now, it's time to button. What I like to do is guide my pointer finger and my thumb until I find the first hole. Then I find the button. I bring them together, and just like in practice, we're gonna slip the button through the hole like this. Let's do another one. Slip it through. Remember, guide your fingers down until you find the hole. Grasp the button and slip it through just like this. Great. Now, it's time to unbutton. I'm going to start from the bottom. What I like to go is start from the back, find the opening, and slip the button through like this. Same thing. Find the back, move the hole up to the button, and slip it out. And last one. Find the hole and slip out the button. Good job, Little Mavs. You just learned how to get dressed for work by buttoning and unbuttoning your shirt.
Great job, Little Mavs. You all look just like professionals.
Now it's time to take a break from all that hard work and play this fun game of exercise dice.
After a long day of work or school, I know that I always have so much energy that I need to let loose.
I know what you mean, Leah. That's why it's so important to take breaks throughout the day, so that way we don't get overwhelmed.
That's a great idea. How about we take a break now with this exercise activity?
Let's do it. Here's how it'll work. Leah and I will throw a dice back and forth. Whichever number it lands on corresponds to an activity on this chart that we will do all together. Are you ready to start, Little Mavs? Okay, Little Mavs, get ready. Stand up with us. Whoa! How many many dots are on the dice? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Little Mavs, which picture on our chart matches the amount of dots that landed on our dice? That's right, number 4, star jumps. To do a star jump, you're gonna jump up in the air and stretch all your limbs out and you'll look like a starfish.
Whoa, that sounds like fun. Are you ready to give it a try, Little Mavs? Great, we're gonna do 5 star jumps. Are you ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great star jumps, Little Mavs.
Okay, now I'm gonna throw the dice to Leah.
How many dots do you see on the dice? 1, 2, 3.
Little Mavs, which picture on our chart has 3 dots like on our dice? That's right, this one. Shuffle side to side.
We're gonna be shuffling side to side. To shuffle, we're gonna have our feet shoulder width apart. Starting on our left foot, we're gonna bring our right foot together, have it touch, and then we're gonna take a quick step out and then repeat that process all the way down. Are you ready to start, Little Mavs? Great, so am I. Get in position. Ready, shuffle. Ready, shuffle. Ready, shuffle. Ready, shuffle. Our last shuffle, ready, shuffle. Whoa! Great job, Little Mavs.
I'm gonna throw to Eileen now.
Whoa! How many dots are on this dice? That's right, 1.
Little Mavs, which picture on our chart corresponds to the number of dots on our dice? That's right, it's number 1. Hand to opposite knee.
To do the hand to opposite knee touch, let's raise our right hand, left knee, and touch. Now, let's do the opposite. Let's raise our left hand, our right knee, and touch. All right, let's see if we can do 6 in a row. Remember, lift your knee as high as you can, starting with the right hand. 1, switch, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, 6. Great job, Little Mavs.
I'm gonna toss to Leah now.
Little Mavs, how many dots do you see? 1, 2. Little Mavs, which picture matches our dice? That's right, number 2, heel to toe walk.
Our dice landed on the number 2. That means we're gonna do a heel to toe walk. Little Mavs, do you remember how to do your heel toe walk? If you don't, that's okay. I'll freshen up your memory. We're gonna start by having our hands on our hips, and we're gonna take our right foot, place it in front of our left, having the back of our foot touch our toes. Next, we bring our left foot forward, having the back of the foot touch the toes of your right foot. We're gonna continue this process walking in a straight line. Okay, let's get started. Little Mavs, we're gonna walk back and forth 2 times. Let's go. Remember, start with your hands on your hips, and starting with our right foot forward, place it to the toes of your left foot. Now switch, 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 and turn. Starting with our left foot forward, we're going to take the back of the foot and have it touch the toes of our right foot. And switch, 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 switch. Make sure you're staying in a straight line. Switch, 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 and turn. Great job, Little Mavs.
I'm gonna throw to Eileen.
Whoa! Can you count how many dots are on this dice, Little Mav? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Little Mavs, which picture on our chart matches the amount of dots we have on our dice? That's right. Number 5, run in place.
Our dice landed on the number 5, which means we're gonna run in place for 10 seconds.
Are you ready? Let's begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo! Great job. I'm gonna throw to Leah now.
Little Mavs, let's count together to see how many dots are on the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Little Mavs, which picture on our chart matches the amount of dots on our dice? That's right, this one, high knees.
That means we're gonna be doing high knees.
Eileen, how do you do high knees again?
That's a great question. We're gonna start by the marching motion, lifting our knees up and down. Now we just add a little hop to it. So ready, hop, 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 hop. Just like that. Now if this is too hard for you, don't worry. Just work on your marching, making sure to get your knees up as high as they can go. We're gonna do this 10 times. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job, Little Mavs. I'm so glad I got all my energy out with that fun activity during our break. Now I'm ready to get back to work.
Me too. Let's move on to our next activity to learn about all different types of jobs.
I sure do feel re-energized after those exercise dice.
Me too. You know, we've been prepping ourselves all day to get to work. I say it's about time and we go and act it out.
How do we do that?
How about Carissa tells us a list of different careers and we act them out all together.
That sounds like fun. For this activity, you may want to have a stuffed animal to help you act everything out. Let's get started. Let's start out today with my very own dream job, a doctor. Start out by putting your pretend stethoscope into your ears and let's listen to the heart. Listen to the heart. One more time, listen to the heart. Great job, Little Mavs. You can put your little stuffed animal helper down for now.
Next, we're gonna hammer like a construction worker. Everyone pick up your pretend hammers and we're gonna hammer the nails in. Hammer the nails in and hammer the nails in. I think we're all done building. We can now put down our hammers.
Now, let's strum our imaginary guitar just like a rock star. Ready? And strum, and strum, and strum. Awesome job, Little Mavs.
Now, we're gonna serve food like a waiter. Everyone, pick up your trays. Make sure you only use one hand. And we're gonna serve food to our guests. And serve food to the guest. And serve food to the guest. Great job.
For this next one, let's lecture like a teacher. Lecture like a teacher. Lecture like a teacher. Great job.
Now, we're gonna put on our binoculars and we're going to explore like an explorer. We're going to explore like an explorer. And we're going to explore like an explorer. Too bad we didn't find anything. Now we can put our binoculars down.
For this next one, we're gonna have to think big and really use our imagination. And jump like an astronaut on the moon with no gravity. Ready? Jump! As high as you can. Remember, there's no gravity. Jump! And last time, jump like an astronaut. Great job, Little Mavs.
Now we're gonna bring it back down to earth and we're gonna balance on one leg like a dancer. Ready? Balance like a dancer. Balance like a dancer. And balance like a dancer. Great job.
For this next one, we're going to need to remember our sports from last week and act out your favorite one with us. I'm going to do basketball.
And I'm gonna do volleyball.
Let's do this one for 10 seconds. Ready, set, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job.
Whew! Now, let's bring it into the kitchen and we're gonna stir like chefs. Ready? Stir your soup like a chef. Stir like a chef. And one last final stir to make it taste good. Great job.
I want to try your soup, Eileen.
Did it taste good?
Needs salt.
Make sure you have your friend for this next one.
We are going to act just like nannies and rock our little babies to sleep. Rock your little baby to sleep and rock your little baby to sleep. Good job. All right, now put them down in the crib for a nap for now.
Now, we need to put our scientist goggles on and we're gonna pour chemicals like a scientist. Ready? Pour chemicals like a scientist. Pour chemicals like a scientist. And pour your chemicals like a scientist. Good thing an explosion didn't happen.
This next one is super fast paced. We are going to put our hands on the steering wheel and drive around like race car drivers. Ready? And drive. And drive.
Oh!
Man, it's a good thing I was wearing my seatbelt for that crash.
You know, I think I hear sirens in the distance. That must mean there's a fire. Let's pick up our fire hose and help put the fire out. Ready? Put the fire out. And put the fire out. And one last big fire hose swing. Ah, great job, Little Mavs. You saved the house.
I wonder how that fire started. Let's look for clues like a detective. Ready? Get out your magnifying glass and look for clues. Look for clues. And look for clues.
Okay, now it's time to get our suitcases and get on board because we are gonna fly like pilots. Ready, everybody? Arms out and fly like a pilot. Fly like a pilot. Fly like a pilot. Now let's land. Great job, Little Mavs.
All right, Little Mavs, for this very last one, act out what you want to be when you grow up. It can be one of the ones that we've already done, or you could make something up yourself. I want to be a doctor, so I'm going to need my patient.
And I'm gonna sing like a singer. Are you ready?
Let's do this one for 10 seconds. Ready? I'm going to put my stethoscope in. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, Little Mavs.
You know, Little Mouse, part of getting ready for work means finding the right shoes.
You're right, Promise. You know, I wear a lot of tennis shoes. What about you?
Yeah, I do too. I wonder how many jobs require people to wear tennis shoes.
Well, there's a lot. There's retail workers.
Oh, those are the people that help us shop.
Right. There's also construction workers, warehouse workers, restaurant workers, and many more.
Wow then, I guess learning to tie your shoes is really important. Little Mouse, are you ready to learn how to tie your shoes? I know I am.
Promise, I've never tied my shoe before. Do you think you could show me how?
Of course. Let's begin by grabbing a shoe with shoelaces like this one. Let's get started.
Okay, Little Mavs, we're gonna start off by learning how to lace our shoes because sometimes the shoelace comes out. You want to begin by taking your shoelace, grab the two ends of your shoelace, and grab one and put it through the hole right here. And you want to pull it through, and you want to grab your other side of your shoelace, the end of it, and put it through the other hole. Now that you have both of the strings through the hole, take both of the strings and pull them towards you so that they are secured. Now we're going to start by lacing them, and we're going to repeat this process every time until we're done. You want to take one of your shoelaces, and you see that there's a hole diagonally across from it. So you want to take the end of your shoelace and put it under the hole. Again, pull it towards you so it's secure, like so. You want to take your other shoelace, cross it over the other shoelace, and then again, take the end of your shoelace, put it under the hole, and pull it towards you, like this. And if you want to, you can pull both of the strings again to secure it tightly. Again, we're going to do it again. Take one of your shoelaces, pull it through under the hole, and pull the string towards you. Take the other string, take the end of the shoelace, put it under the hole, and pull it towards you. One last time. Take your string, pull it under the hole, and pull it towards you. And your last one, put it under the hole, and pull it towards you. You know you did it right if you see little X's on top of your shoe. There you go, Little Mavs. You learned how to lace your shoes.
All right, Little Mavs, we're gonna grab our shoelaces and cross them over so where it forms an X. Here's your X. Now you wanna place your finger in the middle of the X to keep your place. You're gonna take one of your string and loop it under, like this. And there should be a little twist at the top. And now you wanna put your hand on top of this shoelace and this shoelace. So hands on both shoelaces, and we're gonna pull away like this. Now we're going to take our shoelaces and form a big loop. You want to make sure that you put your hand on the bottom so that your loop is secured. Now let's do it with the other hand. Look, don't they look like bunny ears? Now we're going to cross our loops and make an X. Be sure to hold the middle again like we did previously. So we're going to hold the middle like this. And now we're going to take one of your shoestrings and push it through the hole. Now we have our shoestring in the hole. It looks like a ribbon. So now, like we did last time, we're going to tighten our shoestring again. We're going to pull out. And now we have our tied shoe. Okay, Little Mavs, let's try it again. So we're going to take our shoelaces and cross them to make an X. Here's our X. Make sure to keep your thumb or whatever finger you want in the middle of the X to make sure that it's secure. And now we're going to take one of our shoelaces and rig it in through this big old hole right here. All right, now that you've done that, it should be twisty at the top. And so now we're going to take our shoestrings and pull them out like this so it can be tight. All right, we're going to take our shoestrings and fold them in half. Now that we have our shoestrings folded in half, we're going to place our shoestring on top of the other and cross them to form an X. There's our X. Be sure to hold the middle so that the loops do not fall apart. Now that we have our X, we're going to take one of our loops and put it through the hole. Like this. Now that it's pulled through the hole, we're going to tighten it by pulling the shoestrings out like this. And now we have a tied shoe. Great job, Little Mavs.
Fantastic job, Little Mavs. You learned how to tie your shoes today.
It was a challenging task, but I'm glad we got to do it together. Let's head to our cool down with Carissa. Bye!
Bye.
Hi there, Little Mavs. Great job with all of those work-themed activities this week. There were some real tough ones in there, so I hope you had your stress ball handy.
You know, Carissa, I always need some time to myself when I get home from work to cool down, to refocus, and to relax.
I totally agree. I think I have just the thing. Hey Eileen, would you want to join me for some yoga this week?
Yes, I definitely would.
Great. Okay, Little Mavs, let's show Eileen how it's done. We can all stand up together to start relieving that stress from the day. All right, Little Mavs, you know the drill. It's time to start with yoga. The first thing that we're going to do today to cool ourselves down after that stressful day of work is going to be a full body stretch. For this first stretch, I'm going to have you take your right arm, fold it across your chest, and then use your other arm to come up and pull back. Let's hold this for 5 seconds. Ready? Pull, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Great job, Little Mavs. Let's do it on the other side. Fold your left arm across your chest, put your other arm up in front, and pull for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Shake it all out. Great job. I don't know about you, Little Mavs, but when I'm really stressed, sometimes my shoulders feel all tight. To help get rid of that, let's do some neck stretches. Let's gently put our hand on top of our head and pull your head to each side. Let's hold this side for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember to relax the other shoulder. Let's do it on the other side. Ready? Hand on your head and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's do a head roll. Shrug your shoulders up. And one last stretch with both of your hands all the way up above your head and reach for the sky. And wiggle those fingers. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can put your arms down now, Little Mavs. Let's move on to our poses. Since we were workday warriors this week, I'm gonna have Eileen show us our very first pose, warrior pose. Okay, let's get ready to do warrior pose. To start this off, I'm going to have you put your feet shoulder width apart, and then take another step out apart from each other so they're super wide. From this angle, we can see what to do with our feet. Let's put one foot straight forward, just like that, and the other foot should be pointed out. Now we're gonna bend our knee and point outwards. Great job, Little Mavs. Now that you have your knee bent, it's time for a challenge. Let's raise both of our arms out and look over your shoulder. Great job, Little Mavs. You look just like warriors. Let's hold this for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Okay, Little Mavs, I'm gonna do our second pose. You know, after I get home from school or from work, I could really go for a cat nap. Let's do cat pose together. Let's all sit down for this one. All right, Little Mavs. For this one, we are going to need to prop ourselves up with our hands and our knees. I'm going to show you how from the side view. You are going to make your back flat like a tabletop, just like this. Now, for cat pose, we are going to arch our back up and bring our belly towards the sky. I'll show you how in just a minute. Have you ever seen a cat arch its back all scary? That's what we're doing here. So let's turn on to our hands and our knees, and you are going to take your back and pretend like someone is pulling a string straight up and arch up your back and tuck your head down towards the floor, just like this. Ready, Little Mavs? Let's do it for 5 seconds. Arch up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Great job, Little Mavs. Now I'm gonna need Eileen to come join me for this last pose. For this last pose, we are going to sit still and calm like lotus flowers. This one is just like pretzel from a few weeks ago. Do you remember how to do it? Let's show Eileen. Start with your feet out in front of you like this. Now it's gonna look like we're doing crisscross applesauce, but it's a little bit different. Let's start by taking our foot and bringing it up and in towards our thigh. Then let's grab our other foot and put it on top of our knee, just like this. Now let's put our hands forward, close our eyes, and take 3 big deep breaths together. Ready? In and out. In and out. Last one. In and out. Great job, Little Mavs. I feel less stressed already. Fantastic job at yoga, Little Mavs. You all have come such a long way. And thanks for joining us, Eileen.
Anytime, Carissa. It was so fun. I'd love to cool down with you again.
I'm so glad you had fun. Now let's go sign off. See you soon, Little Mavs. Phew! Great job with yoga, Eileen.
Thanks, Carissa.
I'm so glad you could join me.
I hope you feel nice and cooled down after a long day of work.
You know, I really like dreaming about the job that I'll have in the future, but sometimes it's just nice to be creative with the time that I have now. What do you like to do to be creative, Eileen?
I like to crochet. I make all sorts of blankets, stuffed animals, and pillows. In fact, I think I have it around here. Wait, hold up a minute.
What are you looking for, Eileen?
Ah, here it is. This is the very first thing I learned how to crochet. This is Emma the bunny. What about you, Carissa? What do you like to do?
I really like listening to and making music to get creative. What about you, Little Mavs? What do you like to do to get creative?
No matter what way you like to get creative, you're definitely going to feel your creative juices flowing with our fun-filled, artistic-themed activities next week.
Next week is our very last week of Little Mavs. We sure are going to miss you all. Thanks for sticking with us so far. Let's finish strong with our activities next week.
Until then, have a great week, Little Mavs.
Bye, friends.